because this one is so good. I believe you just need to go get it, see it, watch it, enjoy it. It's brilliant. So hey legends, welcome to Classic Mondays here in Movie Review. I'm your host Rodney Stewart, and we're getting into DVD 5 in the Laurel and Hardy box set. Now all these DVDs have like a running theme on them, and this DVD is all about dual roles and films, and it's got one feature length and 2 short films on it. So the first one on here is from 1936, and sorry for looking down and reading from the cover. That annoys some people, I apologise, but it's from 1936, and this first one is called Our Relations. And at the beginning, I'm not going to give you massive details about this film, because this one is so good. I believe you just need to go get it, see it, watch it, enjoy it. It's brilliant. But essentially, Stan and Ollie find out near the beginning of the film, actually at the beginning of the film, a letter turns up at the door. Stan and Ollie's wives are going to head out for the day. Stan and Ollie's going to go off on their own, do their own thing for the day. They get this letter from Oliver's mother that informs them that she was going through old stuff. She found a photograph of Stan and Ollie with their twin brothers Bert and Alf. And when Stan and Ollie left home, Bert and Alf went off and became sailors, disappeared out into the sea. Last she heard, they were involved in the mutiny on the ship and were hanged. So as far as everybody's concerned, Bert and Alf are dead. So there's a big discussion between Stan and Ollie about these two, and Stanley's going to go and tell the wives about them. Ollie stops him. He says, "You know, if the wives find out we have black sheep like this in our family, we'll be divorced." And you know, it's just Ollie going completely overboard in his head as usual. So they decide not to tell him, go out for the day, and of course Bert and Alf are alive and well, and they've just landed on port in the same city as Stan and Ollie, and they come off for leave. And there's a whole thing with James Finlayson, who's like he's always like the troublemaking enemy to Laurel and Hardy in the majority of the films he's in. And yeah, there's a whole thing where he talks Bert and Alf into giving him their pay so he can invest it and turn them into millionaires, and then he turns around straight away and gives them an IOU for the amount of money they've just given, and he says to make it official, sign this. So Bert and Alf sign the IOU, which basically means that they now owe Finlayson exactly the same amount of money that they've just given him. So it's just yeah, the stupidity runs in the family. But it is a fantastic movie, and it's just a whole thing with Stan and Ollie been mistaken for the twin brothers, and it never even comes into question in Stan and Ollie's head, even after having read the letter and seen the photograph at the beginning of the film. But wackiness ensues, trouble happens after Bert and Alf have been asked by their captain to go and pick up a package for him, which turns out to be a diamond ring, or sorry, a pearl ring. And once they get that, they go to meet him in town. When they get to the bar before the captain, they meet a couple of girls. Because they give their money to Finlayson, they can't afford to pay the bill, so they have to leave the ring in the hands of the guy who owns this restaurant, and then they have to go and try and get their money off Finlayson, and that's just so it's really difficult to explain this movie, and it's going to be a very, very long video if I do. But this movie, for the year it was made, dual roles, Stan and Ollie are on screen at the exact same time as they're playing Bert and Alf, and for the year it was made very, very well. Like, some of the cuts on it are just so well hidden that it's just pure gold, and just early green screen stuff where Stan and Ollie may be sitting down eating, and like Bert and Alf like just past them in the background, and you know, as probably one of their best films and one of their, you know, just so well made. And I do believe at the start it said it was a Stan Laurel production, so Stanley himself had up to his elbows making this movie, and just an ingenious piece of work for its time. And it definitely does at points in the movie get very, very confusing, and near the end of it, if it wasn't for the theme music, every time Stan and Ollie come on, they play the cuckoo song. Is that what you call it? I can't even remember what the name of that Laurel and Hardy song is. I'll look it up after this video, but just put it in the description box below just to remind me. They'll play the Laurel and Hardy theme tune every time them pair come on screen, and any time they come on the screen as Bert and Alf, they'll play like a little seafaring theme tune sort of thing. So even close to the end of the movie, they end up like wearing similar suits and everything, and then they get mixed up between each other. So like, it won't be Stan and Ollie, it'll be Ollie and Bert, or you know, Stan and the other one. It's just, my head is still fried. I have seen this movie so many times, and you know, there's parts of it still get me close to the end of it, because it's just so well made, and just the way they mix things up, it's brilliant.